Informal business between Rwanda and Uganda is thriving as traders and local communities resort to use of illegal routes across the border to access either country, mainly for livestock and agriculture produce. This is after Rwanda shut its border with Uganda and recent move by Uganda to stop livestock in areas affected by foot and mouth disease.
To ascertain which farms they are coming from. We cannot ascertain their health status. It therefore becomes difficult for us to control the disease, which is our major concern as in Tungamo district. Because we are lucky up to now in the region, we have not had an outbreak of foot and mouth disease.
Uganda Resident District Commissioner George Bakunda says heads of cattle have been impounded in the recent past, but illegal trade continues to thrive. This was at the recent meeting with the Minister of State for Animal Industry, Lieutenant Colonel Bright Ramirama, held at Ntungamo Municipal Council Hall. Ramirama, however, says the cattle being impounded is not only from Rwanda, but also from Tanzania through Rwanda, following a tightened quarantine in Rakai and the Singular district. He asked the district authorities to continue impounding and auctioning the cattle found in the district unlawfully.
These animals from the neighboring country to come whose origin we are not very sure of, then we are at risk of contracting a disease which we are trying to fight. So I'm happy during our discussion with the minister, he has every guide that these animals whose origin is not known to us, we should not allow them to cross our district. So we are going to implement that guidance. We are going to continue impounding these trucks carrying these animals and putting them to public auction.
In Ntungamo District Chairperson Samuel Muchunguzi thanked the Minister of Agriculture for escalating the campaign against livestock disease in the area.
Now they must deal with the one who is transporting them. And if a DVO gives a permit to knowing that these cows are not from Uganda, we shall deal with the DVO. If the trader is caught at night with cows, that is breaking the law, those cows should be auctioned. I think when we auction them 4 or 5 times, people will back off.
Ntungamo District Veterinary Officer Yakeba Sulila says some traders found with livestock from Rwanda are also in possession of international animal trade licenses, which makes it hard to enforce travel movement guidelines. He said some of the livestock have movement permits from Rukige district, having crossed through Kamwezi border point.
So you find that until we are a unit as the security team, the technical team, that's when we can easily contain this challenge. And if we are using the same tool of ownership, then we can manage. In a number of occasions, like 3 times, we've had those animals that have no ownership or traceability, which indicates they are not resident. And also on those 3 occasions, we've had to caution and also ask the owners to verify where the farms they came from and which farms they grazed those animals from. So that's why it creates high suspicion that these animals are not residents of Ntungamo, are not local animals of Ntungamo. They could be either from our neighboring district or they could also be from our neighboring countries, since they don't have the documentation which clearly puts them from Ntungamo.